So that's what it sounds like with the accompaniment and the part playing together. You can always turn the accompaniment off if you just want to focus on being able to hear the actual notes that you have to play. Once you get really comfortable with playing the notes, you can turn off my part and go back to playing with the accompaniment and put on a concert. You'll have everything you need. You'll have a backup track. You will have practiced the melody, got the song down really good, and then the accompaniment just makes it so that you're able to feel like you're playing with a full band, even though you're not. Now, let's talk about looping things. So to loop things, you go up here across the top of the page. You have a loop tab. So before we do anything, though, we got to go back to tracks. And for looping, you have to turn on my part. Turn off accompaniment to make this easier. And then let's say we're looping because our fingers can't keep up with the notes that we have to play at the speed that we previously had it on. So we need to slow it down to 60. So once you've set all your preferences, then you'll go to loop and you want to set the area that you're looping. So let's say it's this measure right here. So we'll move our cursor to go ahead and start at that measure. You could, by the way, you can move your cursor to start anywhere you want in the song. You can even start in the middle of measures. But for looping purposes, we're going to start at the beginning of this measure. Oops. Oops. There we go. So it's on beat 1. Now that I've got it kind of where I want, then I'm going to set the range, set the ending point. We'll go ahead and take it all the way to the C here, the last measure. Now that I've got the loop set, got my metronome set, I've got my part turned on, I'm going to hit play. And then again. And then again. It will always loop, and you don't have to do anything. Let's say you want to go faster, you can loop it, continue to loop it, and speed up the tempo. Loop it at a faster tempo. All right, so I think you guys get the idea about looping, right? So that's going to be a very useful feature for those tricky spots, guys. We always tell you to isolate and focus on the tricky spots because starting here at the beginning, every single time you make a mistake over here is not doing you any favors. So I would utilize that loop feature so that you can concentrate and really attack those hard parts of the songs. And then when you're ready, you turn everything off, you hit the clear, set your cursor back at the beginning of the song, go back to tracks, and then you'd go back to a normal practice session. So that's loops.